back streaming on Twitch. I've been playing a lot of My Team, a lot of My Park. So that's what I've been up to on NBA 2K20 so far.
Well, then what are you excited for 2K21?
Well, I want to see how the players are going to come out, you know, what type of builds we can make and their capabilities, as well as my team. I'm like really into that right now. I don't have many opals.
As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. As you take a look at Charlotte, they're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, the Knicks, 2 spots down.
And, you know, for the Hornets, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught-in-the-middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then it's Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the shooting guard. And for New York, Harkless is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then it's Barrett, and it's Payton in at the 1.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, they keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
Biyombo, no luck.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Pass to Randle. Shot's good by Gibson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense.
Biyombo with the block. Here's Bridges. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Incredible effort from Rozier. I mean, he's such a great rebounder for his size.
Here's Payton. Gibson. A rebound by Washington.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Here's Rozier. Plays it up off the glass. Rozier's got his second basket.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Graham with the ball, picked up by Barrett. And it's Graham missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked. He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Biyombo, the pass to Bridges. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Payton, that's good. Well, Chris, as we wind toward the end of the regular season, what do you notice as an analyst that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Wow, I think what I didn't notice when I was playing was everything that goes on around the arena. Now I get to the games a couple of hours early. I get to interact with fans. I get to see game productions. The business of basketball, just how much everyone loves the game, from Adam Silver down to someone at the concession stands at the arena, how it really is a community and a family. Because when I was in Sacramento, I'm just playing for Sacramento. I didn't realize how many people in New York and Detroit and other places supported not only us in Sacramento, but their home teams, and just seeing how passionate everyone in the business of basketball, how passionate they are. And that's just something awesome to be a part of.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that one.
Here's Biyombo. Following the score by Taj Gibson. 13 feet away. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now, here's Rozier. Last game out, he had 40 points. Pass to Bridges. It's stolen by Randall. Here's Payton. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Hornets trail by 7. Here's Washington. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Washington's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Harkless on the wing. Shoots over Bridges. Kept alive by New York. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
For the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Reggie Bullock comes in for Harkless. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Payton. The Hornets also with a sub. Bacon, he's checked in for Miles Bridges. New York leading by 5. From the baseline. Jump shot is good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Here's Grant. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
But we got to talk about his D, too. 4 steals in the game. I mean, complete all-around effort for him.
Bullock, good. There's Bacon, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's the New York Knicks in control with... We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Ntilikina out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Knox in at the small forward. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Well, that just speaks to the confidence Batum has in himself. He likes to catch and shoot, Jay, because it catches defenders off their guard.
Portis kicks to Ntilikina. New York moving it around. Here's Bullock. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami. And a trying summer for the New York Knicks fans after trading away Porzingis. They were hoping to get a big-name player in free agency, Greg, and they didn't.
You know, shocking they refused to offer the max to Kevin Durant. I mean, there were concerns with the Achilles, but instead he ends up in Brooklyn. Combine that with fans' disappointment at missing out on Zion Williamson, and the saga continues.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Ntilikina gets the bucket. And so here's Charlotte. It's a 5-point game. Graham surveying the floor. To the middle, here's Biyombo. Robinson with the block, and he recovers it. That one goes in. Biyombo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Wayne Ellington's checked in for New York. The Hornets also with a sub. Bridges checks in.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
And a fast break now for New York. Portis can't get it to go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Knox. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. In the corner, it's Bridges. And the pass to Bacon. Back to Bridges. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And with Cody Zeller, he has a very workmanlike approach when he's on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, and that's what Zeller is all about, playing a simple meat and potatoes type game. I mean, what he does won't show up in the box score, but it'll show up in the standings.
New York comes into this one following a loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Here's Ntilikina. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Knicks lead by 7.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Here's Graham. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Ntilikina passes to Ellington. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Knox. Defended by Bridges. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Cody Zeller.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
First one falls for him. A different look for New York. Randall's checked in for Robinson. Barrett comes in for Portis. And it's Payton in for Ntilikina.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Now, here's Rozier. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game. New York leading by 5. Payton, right side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader. For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, Jay, remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson, where he was a force inside. But that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack would do wonders for this offense.
Inside. Gibson passes to Randall.
And we've seen Randall flourish with more responsibility. He's in his prime and playing his best ball right now.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
Both free throws good from Randall. Hornets trail by 5.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
You just have to manage the clock correctly. Sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
To the paint, Zeller. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. And so it's New York with it. Here's Bullock.
Kevin, that's just exceptional timing from Batum. Really getting in that jersey of the shooter.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just he made it.
That's how you beat the clock, baby. That's how you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports. New York came out ready to play. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled by some entertaining defensive and offensive plays. And it was a 9-point lead for them.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Charlotte, Washington out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bridges, and it's Graham in at the shooting guard position. Here's Barrett. The shot, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. Rozier for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Rozier's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Hornets. And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with Greg, I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Washington. 6 points for him. Passes it to Biyombo. Here's Washington. It's stolen by Barrett. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Putting that speed to great use. Once Barrett gets a step on the D, good night.
Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by New York. Gibson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. The city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And stolen by Portis. Pass to Barrett. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Now it's a 6-point Knicks lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And Barrett gets it to go.
And guys, they've allowed an embarrassing number of points off those turnovers.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And it's Washington missing. New York leading by 8. Here's Harkless. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. There's the feed to Graham. Down low. Here's Washington. And that's good off the glass that time. Washington's got 8. Some great ball handling in this game. Chris, we see it all the time. Of all of them, whose crossover impresses you the most right now?
Oh, right now, okay. Man, you got to go out to wherever Kyrie Irving is. And first of all, his handles are
great handle, right?
Oh, his handles are sick. Don't forget about Curry, because Curry can shoot so well. Sometimes we sleep on his handles. And John Wall with his speed, there's no way you can stop John Wall coming full speed at you. He can cross you over left and right or right without even blinking, and you'll just be standing still, stuck, not even realizing he laid the ball up past you already.
A different look for New York. Kevin Knox is checked in for Maurice Harkless. Reggie Bullock comes in for Barrett. And Ellington is subbed in for Payton. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Portis, the pass to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
Biyombo with it. Backed up by Portis. Back to Biyombo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
New York leading by 7. On the wing, Ellington. Rozier defending. Now here's Ellington. Tight defense on him. Back to Portis. Just 5 to shoot. The shot's good from Ellington. Ellington's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And Zeller kicks to Batum. And again, the Hornets missing. The Knicks have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Batum with the steal. Biyombo down low. Robinson on him. Batum wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside. Batum's got 9.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. New York again turning it over.
And that's just a risky play. To make a heave like that, not worth it.
A different look for New York. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. And Randall subbed in for Bobby Portis. Rozier the pass to Bacon. Count that bucket. And now it's just a 4-point Knicks lead.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Back to Knox. And now here's Rozier, the fast break champs. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Wayne Ellington is out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Gibson in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. Feeds it to Zeller. Over Randall, it'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Zeller.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush, very deliberate with his move.
And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's foul number 2 for him. Charlotte making a switch here. Washington's checked in, and the foul on Dwayne Bacon. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Randall. Here's Gibson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
To the left wing. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Washington. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Payton dishes to Gibson. Back to Payton. Trying to find Rozier. Gets it to him. Here's Batum. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And the long legs of Batum, that's what allows him to leak out so quickly in transition. He runs the floor like a Jaguar.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
And the basket by Rozier.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys. And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Washington passes to Zeller. That one falls. Zeller's got 4 points this quarter.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
A different look for New York. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And Barrett subbed in for Reggie Bullock. The Hornets also with a sub. Graham's checked in. Payton kicks to Gibson. Pass to Barrett. Shoots over Graham. Barrett, no good. Hornets trail by 3. Zeller passes to Bacon. Here's Washington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That free throw good from Washington. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Second free throw, no good.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game. And, you know, that's what the scouts have always loved about Barrett, that alpha mentality and his ability to rise to the occasion.
Randall against Bridges. Offensive rebound. And he makes that one. And it's a 6-point Knicks lead.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Here's Zeller. Second chance shot, and they will get the basket here. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review show.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
The line for your Knicks, Elfrid
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Out left to the wing. Biyombo with it. Gibson on him. Washington passes to Biyombo to tie it up. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Rozier against Payton. And there's the pass to Barrett. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte to take the lead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on R.J. Barrett.
And Rozier is outstanding in drawing fouls on these kinds of shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
He's not about to let those points get away. I mean, he knows they're going to need him tonight.
New York moving the ball around. Peyton. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Bridges passes to Biyombo. It drops.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
No good from Peyton.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Rozier the pass to Washington. In the corner, it's Bridges. Beyond the arc. It's good from beyond the arc.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor.
So it's Charlotte picking up the win. This
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
like a lot of other people, so it's harder for me.
Is there a favorite card that you have in My Team or a favorite player you like using?
Yes, right now I have Jaylen Brown. He's a Galaxy Opal. He's my favorite card. He goes for like 25 a game because he's like a beast.
So we just talked to Aerial Powers, and I hear that you're going to be in her tournament. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
We don't have any details yet, but I do know that
We're the land of the free.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the GA. Take it away.
Well, guys.
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs, you still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We've got Bismack Biyombo, Washington out there with Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Graham in at the two-guard spot. And for the Pistons, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Rose is out there with Kennard, and it's Wood in at the 5 spot.
He has the ability to get hit, stay up in the air, and to finish the play. That's Blake Griffin.
Here's Washington, trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Miami. Here's Biyombo. The pass to Graham. 5 on the clock. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Graham, the pass to Washington. Now, here's Biyombo, defended by Griffin. Shoots it up. Rebound, Detroit, coming off that loss against Philadelphia. They get a hand on it. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Charlotte moving the ball around. Back to Rozier. The 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Rozier's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Passes it to Snell. From deep. It's not going to go for him. And the Hornets now going the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Well, the brand new Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. How are you feeling it, Smitty?
GA, it's a great state-of-the-art facility. Glad the new location is in downtown Detroit. Hopefully, an iconic venue for an iconic team.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Pistons have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Rose kicks to Kennard. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Here's Washington, drains the three-pointer.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Here's Snell, defended by Bridges, pulls up on the elbow. He doesn't hit that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Taken away. Wood passes to Griffin. Here's Kennard. Griffin, it's good on the putback.
I'll tell you, that's the one thing, hustle. Blake just outworking everyone to the ball.
.156 left to play in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. Here's Washington. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Wood with the bucket.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Now, here's Bridges. Not a lot of room to the inside. Here's Biyombo. Lays it up and banks it in. Biyombo's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Rose. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Pistons making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in. The Hornets also changing it up. Zeller, he's checked in for Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Bridges. And it's Batum in for Rozier.
He's a hard guy to knock off balance. Blake Griffin taking the hit and staying in rhythm.
Graham, the pass to Bacon. Pass to Graham. Inside. Deflects the pass. Zeller with it. 6 to shoot. To the wing right side. Here's Griffin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Griffin's got 8.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Bacon. The Hornets keeping it alive. The new 14. To the middle. Here's Batum. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Pass to Kennard. The pass to Griffin. Over Washington. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 2. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
They've got Doumbouya. He's out there with Maker. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3 spot. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Over to the left wing. Sinks the 3-pointer. Mikhailuk's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication. And now he's able to make them pay.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Galloway dishes to Maker. And he uses the glass on the layup. Maker's got the lead up to 1 now for the Pistons.
Absorbing contact and finishing through it, Maker's been adding strength to his frame.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Steve, I know you like this, that the three-point shot is having such an effect on the league, actually transforming the NBA. Are you surprised how fast all this is happening?
I am. I'm surprised that so many teams are adopting this transformation of shooting a 3-ball, because there's some teams and there's some players, I know they shoot it, Kevin, but they shoot at such a low percentage. If you have the guys that can shoot it, you should adopt it. If not, you got to find another way of winning ball games. There's nothing wrong with having a great mid-range team that can knock down mid-range jumpers.
John Henson's checked in for Detroit. McRae has come in for Bruce Brown. McRae kicks to Doumbouya. Off target from outside.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Knocked away. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Charlotte making a switch here. Biyombo's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. McRae passes to Doumbouya. Biyombo with the block. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Tony Snell's checked in for Detroit. Here's McRae. Clock at 4. And he can't bank that one in. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now, here's Bridges. He's tightly guarded. Here's Zeller. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
Passes to Galloway. Pass to McRae. There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. Snell. Henson trying to break free. Snell, no good. Hornets leading by 3. Here's Rozier. Biyombo kicks to Rozier. In the corner, it's Bridges. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's McRae. They need this. Now, here's Doumbouya. He's covered closely. Bridges with the steal. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Hornets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That one is off. And a different look here for the Pistons. Akers checked in for John Henson. Christian Wood comes in for Tony Snell. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Jordan McRae. And it's Rose in for Langston Galloway. Here's Kennard. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Charlotte in the lead. Zeller passes to Bridges. 41 seconds left now here in the second. Rozier for 3.
Watching him protect the rim, you never guess Maker's averaging less than 1 block a game for his career.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. 6 on the shot clock. Rozier the pass to Biyombo. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Rose. Detroit, no good that time either.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
The Hornets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
And here is Maker. They need this one, and so it's Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. And that's...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Washington out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bridges. And it's Graham in at the shooting guard position.
People wonder, how happy Blake Griffin would be after being traded from L.A. to Detroit a few years back. He has completely embraced the city, and Motown loves him back as well, quickly becoming a fan favorite.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." That's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Kennard kicks to Snell. To the paint. The kick out to Rose. Snell, the pass to Kennard. Fires the three. It's Biyombo with the rebound. And with Griffin, he's also embraced Detroit's situation, trying to build a contender.
Griffin said he feels like he's a part of building something special here in Detroit. You have to admire how quickly Blake has gone all in for the Pistons franchise.
Back to Rose. Pass to Wood, and stolen by Biyombo. Here's the break. Here's Graham, and he banks in the layup. Graham's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hornets.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Rose kicks to Kennard. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Kennard's got 6. Charlotte has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. There's the pass to Biyombo. Back to Rozier. Pass to Washington. 5 to shoot. Down low. It's hauled in by Wood. Wood's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kennard kicks to Rose. Here's Kennard. Graham defending. Goes up with the stripe. And he hits the jump shot. Kennard's got it back down to within single digits for the Pistons. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge.
Oh, that was something else.
Blake leaves you speechless. His dunks are out of this world.
Graham with the ball, working on Rose. Here's Biyombo. Good on the shot. He has 6.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Griffin down low. No good. That's just his first miss in 7 shots.
And they continue to control the glass. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Detroit, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Explosiveness by Derrick Rose is one of the reasons why a lot of guys do not want to guard him.
Makers checked in for Detroit. Doumbouya comes in for Tony Snell. And then for Charlotte, Cody Zeller's checked in for Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Batum in for Terry Rozier. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 53 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Graham, the pass to Zeller. He kicks it to Graham. Here's Batum. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. .43 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Graham with the bucket.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Back to Kennard. 18 feet out. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Kennard's got 9 points now in just the second half. It's tipped. Here's Bacon. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The shot comes out.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And Maker sends it back. Here's Doumbouya. No good there. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Brown out there with McCray. Then it's John Henson, and it's Wood in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
A nice shot by Zeller.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. There's Bacon. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And now it's a 12-point Hornets lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
For 3, they get it back. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here are the Pistons with the ball. A 12-point game. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Bacon's shot is off.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Wood can't hit. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. Pass to Graham, out to the wing, launches a 3. And Henson pulls it down.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Poke loose.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
A nice shot by Mikhailuk.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Batum dishes to Graham. And that's a foul called on Jordan McCray. That's his 1st foul. Griffin's checked in for Christian Wood. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Rozier's checked in. Here's Zeller. Hits the target from 18 feet. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Meeting right at the rim, he typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Graham, the pass to Washington. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Smitty, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership. I mean, also have the same, I guess, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
Here's Rose. The Hornets pull it in. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. Pistons trail by 13. He dishes it to Snell. Back to Rose. Here's Kennard. No good from outside. The Hornets have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Here's Wood. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Washington. Back to Bridges. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Just good at drawing fouls. Bridges plays well in traffic and through the contact.
Steve, revenue's climbing. We're seeing some star players make $40+ million a year. Top coaches making around $10 million a year. My goodness. You think coaches are due for a raise, though, Steve?
You know, I think all parties involved, the numbers will keep going up, Kevin. The franchise values are going up to over $1 billion. So I think coaches will get a raise, players will get a raise, and the guys that are playing at a high level, especially for coaches, if they're winning, their numbers will go up.
And that one falls for Zeller. And so Zeller nails both of them. 55 seconds left in the fourth.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Hornets.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. The pass to Kennard. Shoots over Graham. Again, the Pistons good for 2. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Washington passes to Rozier. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
That's his first personal foul.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Harten's in the post. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And in the win,
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity.
But I do know that Hazel's going to be a captain, and she asked me to be on her team. I don't know if I was supposed to be a secret or not, but everybody knows now I'm on Hazel's team, so look out for us in the Aerial Powers tournament coming up, the all-female tournament, by the way.
So what's your game plan going into this tournament?
Oh, I like to play defense. I have a two-way sharpshooter, so my job is to shoot threes, you know, in the corner and play good defense, and then Hazel does all that dribble, dazzle.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Bridges out there with Washington. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the 2 guard. And for the Wizards, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Brown out there with Napier. And it's Bonga in at the 3 slot. And that one's good. Hachimura. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved. It's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in LA and say, hey, we're the best right now.
Napier finds Bryant.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they had a very strong bench, not only with their scoring, but how they impact rebounding and passing. I mean, one of the better benches in this league.
Bryant hits them both. About a minute played so far here in the first. And here is Graham. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Miami.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
And the Hornets have had a strong bench for a while now.
Yeah, depth isn't a problem for this team, Kevin. Having a formidable starting 5, though, has been. They need to consider trading some depth for an upgrade at the starting position. That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
To the middle. And it's sent back by Bryant. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Bryant. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Now the pass to Washington. All alone. That's good on the jump shot.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Napier passes to Hachimura. Brown outside. Pass to Napier. Bryant with it. Clock at 6. Over Bridges. A rebound by Washington.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Biyombo with the block. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Bryant's running. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
So for the Wizards, Mahinmi's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Robinson comes in for Brown. And Smith subbed in for Napier. And then for Charlotte, Cody Zeller comes in for Biyombo. And Bacon subbed in for Bridges.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Deep 2 from Robinson. He can't get it to go. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Wizards beat them last time when these two teams met in Washington.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Wagner, he's checked in for Hachimura. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Robinson. Mahinmi trying to get open, but they recover it. Passes it to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Kicks to Smith. From deep three-point range, the Hornets pull it in. 1:30 left in the first quarter. Bacon the pass to Washington. Makes it off the glass. Washington's got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wizards trail by 7. Smith outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And C-Web, when Ish Smith goes to the rim, he is so deceptive. You just don't know where he'll go.
Yeah, Kevin, and sometimes I feel that Smith doesn't even know where he's going. You know, but he's a crafty player that keeps defenders off balance with his change of speed. He gets the job done.
Rozier the pass to Zeller. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Bridges.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Rozier against Smith. Rozier kicks to Zeller. Over Mahinmi. And too long on the shot. Washington shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. No good on the free throw. No luck that time either. Robinson against Batum. It's stolen by Smith. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Wagner passes to Mahimi. Robinson for 3. Zeller grabs the board. Hornets leading by 3. Here's Washington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Absolutely stone cold at the line thus far.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And the missed opportunities for them at the line here early on.
Robinson, that's good.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
To the left side wing. And a wide open look for what a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Hornets lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Hornets, Bridges out there with Cody Zeller. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then there's Batum, and it's Bacon in at the 3. Here's Wagner. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. That's a 2 from Smith. Again, the Wizards score. So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. They lead by 4, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Here's Bacon, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Dishes to Batum. Bridges passes to Batum. Stolen by Robinson. To the paint. Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to Bridges. Inside. It's stolen by Mahimi. Right side Robinson. To the inside. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Mahimi.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Mahimi tips it back in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Yes, that goes in.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Robinson. And there's the pass to Wagner. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, yeah. Flexibility is crucial. You have to be able to take what the defense gives you.
And here we go. And then Brown with the dunk.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Pass to Bridges. With every position creating offense now. Which big men do the best job of scoring off the bounce?
Oh, That's a good question. LaMarcus Aldridge in San Antonio, Coach Pop has given him the freedom. And Joel Embiid, we sleep on him because he's 7 foot, but when he faces up in the post, he doesn't usually give you his back. He faces up, triple threat, gives you a jab step, a counter in and out, and gives you something nice. I mean, his ball handling ability is great for a 7-footer, and I like Embiid.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Bridges has got his second bucket of the night.
Adept at maintaining his balance on the way up. Bridges, a strong player who can play through contact. That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Passes it to Zeller. Rebound by the Wizards. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
I mean, big time win, bigger time third quarter comeback, and definitely a great game for us to watch as well.
Hachimura, the pass to Bryant. Can't hit from in close.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Playing with great energy, Zeller has the speed to drive.
Wizards trail by 5. Napier passes to Bonga. The Wizards working the ball around now. From deep. And it's Brown missing. The Hornets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Bacon the pass to Graham. Feeds it to Biyombo. Unloads. Shoots over Brown. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Charlotte making a switch here. And he can't hit the second. Pass to Bonga from 15 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Over to the wing. Up in time. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. And that's...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Cody Zeller.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
Yeah, Jay, he was very creative in how he orchestrated the offense.
Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Napier is out there with Brown, and it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love D.C. Oh, I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of D.C. love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
Charlotte making a switch here. Bridges checks in. Brown wide open. He fires. Good. And it's Napier with the assist that time.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Graham with the ball. Brown's there. Offensive rebound. Biyombo. That's good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Now here's Brown. He's got 7. And he converts the layup. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive end.
Here's Hachimura following the bucket by the Hornets. The kick out to Brown. It's deflected. Goes back up. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Bryant. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Bridges. Bryant with the rebound. And so Bryant will bring it up for Washington. Here's Hachimura. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect, Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the three ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Charlotte. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. In the corner, Napier with it. Wants to get it to Biyombo and does.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
Here's Bridges. And no good. And the Wizards now going the other way. And here we go. Washington fast break. Robinson for 3. Good. And it's Napier with the assist that time. Robinson's got 5 points so far. Hornets trail by 3. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Charlotte no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Mahimi's shot is good.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Now Bridges. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Graham, the pass to Washington. To end the run. He lays it in. He's got 11.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Smith in the posts. Graham defending. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got the lead up to 5 now for the Wizards.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Batum inside the three-point line. It's good on the putback.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a tap.
Now here is Smith. 6 points for him. And that one's good. Hachimura.
And we know Hachimura has a confident personality. You see it there with the rise and fire approach. Nice.
And there's the foul. Will go on Shabazz Napier. That is his first foul of the game. Ryan, he's checked in for Washington. Zeller, he's checked in for the Hornets. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Miles Bridges.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Hornets have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. He's perfect from the line this time. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Out to the right wing.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
You just have to manage the clock correctly. You know, sometimes it's easier said than done if you also want to get a good look.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game changers.
Wizards making a switch here. Bogga's checked in. The Hornets also with a sub. Rozier's checked in.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
And the Wizards making a change here. Brown's checked in.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. There's Brown with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. For the tie, here's Washington over Napier. It's good. This game is all even. Washington's got 15.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. Let's take a listen now to Scott Brooks.
Get it out! Play with something, dude!
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the 2. There's Brown with the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Graham with the ball. Brown's there. Zeller inside. Defended by Bryant. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Napier dishes to Bryant. Back to Napier. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Sunday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And for that game against the Knicks, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Brown the pass to Hachimura. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's the feed to Graham. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 4th assist in this one.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
To the paint, and they get it. The shot's good from Bryant.
And you can sense the urgency from them now. They were flat in that first half, but they've come out here in the second and been much more aggressive offensively. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. The 8-footer. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Hachimura.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Poked away and stolen by Zeller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Yambo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. And it's Miles Bridges in for Bacon. Yambo, the pass to Washington. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 4.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Napier kicks to Brown. Here's Bunga. That 3 off the mark.
I know he wants to get him back into this, but that's not the way to do it. They need smart shots, not these.
Here's Washington, and it's sent back by Bryant. Knocked loose and stolen by Graham. Here's Biyombo, and he gets it to go.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
On the wing, Bryant. 1:15 left in the 4th quarter. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Hachimura's got 4 this quarter.
One thing you can say about Hachimura, he is not afraid of the challenge.
That's a 2 from Rozier. Hachimura grabs the miss. Wizards have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Brown outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And that one is off. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Rozier the pass to Graham. Count that one.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Here's Napier. 34 seconds left in the game. Here's Hachimura. A rebound by Washington. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 16-6 run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time. It doesn't have to break stride at all, thanks to the money lead pass.
Outside, Martin. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg. Is the
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
dribble dazzle stuff and, scores the threes with the green beans and stuff like that.
Well, one thing I will say is people that want to doubt your skills, I've seen you break some ankles out there, so
yes.
I don't think they want to cross you out there, Pink.
Not at all. Don't come for me unless I send for you.
Take it easy on me if I run into you, okay?
Of course, always.
So, Pink, last year, I remember we talked about the WNBA coming to NBA 2K for the first time.
At the power forward position, 6 feet.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at the Hornets, they're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, the Knicks, a couple spots below.
Well, I think for New York, they're already looking to the offseason, and that's a shame. Their fans deserve a little bit more from this team.
The body language right now kind of telling the story. Losing takes a huge toll on you, especially during an 82-game grind.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Harkless is out there with Randall. Then there's Payton. And it's Taj Gibson. And it's Barrett at the 2-guard position. And for the Hornets, they've got Washington. Also Bridges out there. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Rozier. And it's Graham in at the shooting guard position.
7th pick in the 2014 NBA draft. The interesting thing about Randall is he falls into that category as a tweener, maybe not a 3-man or a 4-man, but over the course of his career, he's decided to improve his outside shooting, become a threat driving to the basket, and now finding a home offensively in the NBA. You wonder how much further he can go if he could expand to the 3-point line. Julius Randle's going to be in this league for a long time.
Count it. Good. Brandon, looking ahead to the playoffs, when you made your first postseason appearance, were you surprised by the intensity you found once you got there?
Kevin, it was my second season. I was playing for the Clippers, so getting into the playoffs was quite miraculous on its own accord for the organization. But the level of detail in the playoffs and intensity in the playoffs, they know everything that you're going to do. And we were playing against the Utah Jazz, which at that time...
Some pretty good players.
Yes, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, the great Jerry Sloan as a head coach. It was a wonderful experience, but you understood that the playoffs were different. Absolutely something different in terms of the intensity and what it is that that team knew about you.
Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by New York. Barrett with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
It felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you could tell takes pride in that part of the game.
Here's Washington. And he gets the whistle. 2 free. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Hornets trail by 4. Here's Rozier. And it's Washington missing.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Well, the big story from the Knicks last season was the surprise trade that sent Porzingis to Dallas. Shook up the entire roster.
Well, never easy to trade a franchise player, but there was some rumblings that maybe Porzingis was not going to stay there long term. And a surprise deal made last year as Porzingis exited New York for Dallas. So the next opportunity for them was draft and free agency, and to try to get as flexible as they possibly could be for the next few years.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Zeller, he's checked in for Washington. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Bridges, and it's Batum in for Rozier. Robinson kicks to Ntilikina. Right side, Portis. Got a piece of it. To the middle. There's Bacon. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Ntilikina. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
Hurting you now from there as Ntilikina's finding his range on those shots.
On the wing, Batum. Pass to Biyombo. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. Clock at 6. Pass to Zeller. And stolen by Portis. And the basket by Knox.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
It's good on the putback.
Yeah, this is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
The shot's good from Ntilikina.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Hornets trail by 4. Pass to Biyombo. Over Robinson. Here's Zeller. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Yeah, Knox trying to improve in this portion of his offensive game. Distribution.
Graham surveying the floor. Stolen by Robinson. Ntilikina gets the bucket. Ntilikina's got 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Graham, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Going to the line, Devontae Graham.
And that one falls for Graham. Both good from the line that time. 7 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 4 seconds left. Portis, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? And so it's New York. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his...
He gets up in 3-4 in the morning.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Reggie Bullock is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Knox in at the 3, the small forward. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And D.A., that's when he is at his best. Thank you, Biyombo, and he gets the bucket. Biyombo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Back to Robinson. Wants to get it to Ellington and does. The shot's good. Ellington's got the lead up to 6 now for New York.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Zeller against Portis. Biyombo, the pass to Zeller. Good on the bucket. Zeller's got 6.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Payton against Rozier. Kicks it to Zeller. Inside. Here's Washington. And he lays it straight in. Washington's got his second bucket of the game to go. And Brett, with the corner three being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet. That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah, Charlotte making a switch here. Bridges checks in. And the pass to Harkless. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For New York, they had gone 0 for 3 in the game at the line, missing all previous chances.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis. More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Bacon the pass to Washington. And Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block. I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. No good from Gibson. Charlotte trailing. Bridges kicks to Rozier. Here's Bacon, covered by Payton. Bacon's shot is off. For New York, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Barrett. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Money from the wing. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the Knicks. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. And the basket by Payton.
How about Payton fending off the defense? That's a tough finish for a guard.
Rozier with the ball. Now guarded by Gibson. And a wide open look for Zeller. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. And Barrett with the basket on the assist by Mo Harkless. And now a 5-point Knicks lead. Passes to Bridges. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
It's deflected. Down low, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Randall with a great effort there, up and athletic and at the rim.
Inside. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Washington.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Ntilikina. Off with the layup. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are leading by 4. Kenny? That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Washington out there with Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Graham in at the shooting guard. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. New York leading by 4. Now here's Payton. Here's Barrett. No good with the tip. And for a lot of these kids, Greg, it's interesting how quickly teams expect them to get up to speed. Case in point, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, I mean, he had only the 1 year of college, already being asked to produce. Fortunately, he's very mature for his age and generally plays up to the level of competition.
Rozier, the pass to Washington. For 3, Bridges, and another 3 for Charlotte.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Randle finds Harkless. Back to Randle. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Biyombo. Here's the break. And stolen by Payton. New York again turning it over.
And taking a look at some stats here for Rozier. Some impressive play from him over the last month. 8th and three-point field goal percentage and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. To the paint. Washington, that's good. Washington's got the lead up to 4 now for Charlotte.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Like to see this on a nightly basis happen a few more times. He knows he's got to get better at the mid-range jump shot.
Here's Portis. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Graham, the pass to Washington. It's good. At that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
To the inside, Rozier with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. Now it's a 4-point Hornets lead.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Washington. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Ntilikina, he's checked in for Payton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. We talk so much about the stars in this league, Brent. Name some role players who, when they do get hot, they can be terrific.
Well, there's nobody better, and I think he's ripped out a page from Seattle's own Jamal Crawford.
I know
there's been nobody better in the last couple of years than what Lou Williams has represented for the Clippers. He's had scoring performances, Kevin, and you've been witness to them courtside, where it's just astounding that he can go and get where he wants to go and make the types of shots that he's been able to do. And this is a revelation because this is 7, 8, 9 years that he's been in the league, and he's doing this with such great impact and, thankfully, rightfully, been rewarded for it. Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pass to Portis. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Batum attacking and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Zeller. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 4th assist in this one. Right wing. Robinson up top. Rozier defending. Ntilikina passes to Bull. It's tipped. Batum with the steal. And here's the fast break. The finish. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
Oh, yeah. His teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
A nice shot by Zeller.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. No good on that one. A different look for New York. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Portis, and Barrett subbed in for Kevin Knox. And he sinks the second. Hornets leading by 12. Here's Rozier. Again, the Hornets score.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
The thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that on the inbounds play. Exactly the way they drew it up.
A baseline J. They get the rebound.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunity.
Yeah, those are tough. You get back into the game by working harder than the other team, not the other way around. They're just going to extend this lead.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting with the... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Harkless is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Barrett. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Bullock in at the 3 spot.
They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Bacon. Washington passes to Zeller. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 18.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
At the tip. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that. And not where he earns his money, that 3-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Rozier the pass to Zeller. Here's Washington, and the shot goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Bullock. New York moving the ball around. Barrett, and the Knicks good for 2.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Rozier the pass to Zeller. He kicks it to Batum. The pass to Bacon. Zeller with it. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Rozier. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. 16 points for Cody Zeller.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, Kevin, finding yourself in the right spot just using some effort.
Bullock, good.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Making the pass to Washington. Here's Zeller, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The first free throw is good. So for the Knicks, Gibson comes in for Robinson. And Randall subbed in for Reggie Bullock. He doesn't get the second one. Knicks trail by 15. Payton outside. He dishes it to Gibson. Back to Payton. Outside Gibson. Kicks it to Barrett. Three-pointer. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And the Hornets making a change here. Biyombo's checked in. Hornets leading by 15. And here is Graham. To the right side. Bridges dishes to Biyombo. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's Harkless. And it's off from three-point range. The Hornets have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Hornets.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cody Zeller.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And Gibson kicks to Randall. This one for 3. A rebound by Washington. Now Graham passes it to Zeller. Bridges with it. Feeds to Biyombo. Great D that time from Gibson.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
The shot by Harkless, no good. Now, here's Bridges. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen.
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
I can confirm that it's back in NBA 2K21. What are some things you'd like to see to improve on the WNBA inclusion?
I would like to see people that are not my size look so short. I remember Erica Willer. I remember playing with her. She looked really small. Other than that, I would like to see some dunks. I know that has to come from the women themselves, but see a little bit more of flashy to the basket things like.
And in the locker room, Each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, and a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Bridges.
And he's been on the upswing offensively these past few months. And you know how much they love getting all those extra points out of him. He's been carrying a much bigger load lately, and I think he'll just continue to get better.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Wood out there with Griffin. And it's Rose in at the point. And for the Hornets, we've got Terry Rozier. Bridges out there with Washington. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Graham in at the 2. It's good on the putback. And the Pistons with possession here, coming off that loss against Philadelphia. Passes it to Biyombo. That shot off. Griffin with some nice D. The Pistons on offense. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
A combination of unforced errors and just poor decision making. They need to be much better in that aspect of the game this time around.
There's the pass to Graham. Fires the 3. Rebound collected by Snell. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to Miami. And the dunk by Biyombo.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Washington, that's good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Kennard, the pass to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
When Blake sees a lane to the basket, it looks like his eyes lights up and he attacks.
Rozier banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
From deep three-point range, the offensive rebound, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Pass to Griffin. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Some changes for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Washington. And it's Batum in for Terry Rozier.
Well, the Pistons, one of the more successful franchises in NBA history. 3 titles and many other trips to the NBA Finals. Only a handful of franchises can say that.
And Smitty, you were talking about the Pistons, a history of success, of championships. But the last 10 years have been difficult.
Pistons have struggled the last decade. You're so right, Kevin. But this team has a track record of not staying down for long. Detroit doing what they can to return to championship contention.
And the Pistons making a change here. Brown's checked in. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 7. Doumbouya on the double team. Graham dishes to Zeller. That one drops for him.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Graham. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Brown kicks to Galloway. It's stolen. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Ahead for the finish. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Brown drives in, and he can't stop the run as he misses. Charlotte is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And the dunk by Batum.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff. With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Pass to Galloway. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
On the court for the Pistons, we've got Maker. Brown out there with McRae. Then there's Doumbouya. And it's Henson in at the 5 spot. And the foul on Dwayne Bacon. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pistons with possession here. They trail by 1. Right wing. Doumbouya gets a wide open look. That one off the back iron and out.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Bridges shot. Good.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Here's Maker. The shot, no good. And it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Batum passes to Bridges. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's the 3. Detroit, no good that time either. Hornets leading by 5. Here's Graham. It's rebounded by McRae.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Doumbouya. Maker kicks to Henson. Passes to McRae. A second chance effort. Henson's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Bucket is good. Graham's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hornets.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with Thon Maker still a developing project, you forget, Smitty, how young he really is.
You're right, Kevin. Has a lot of time ahead of him. You can see the touch and the length he has. Hopefully, he can keep working and put it all together.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for John Henson. Luke Kennard comes in for Doumbouya. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Brown. Stolen by Rose. Griffin goes in. Doesn't go for him. Charlotte leading by 6. To the middle. Here's Washington. Rebounded by Maker. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Detroit. Here's McRae. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pistons trail by 4. And finished off by Griffin.
Blake Griffin's teammates have to say wow, because they get the chance night in and night out to see something fantastic.
It's up a 3, and Griffin sends it back. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Griffin. For the Pistons, Christian Woods checked in for Thon Maker, and Tony Snell subbed in for McCray.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Snell dishes to Rose. Feeds to Griffin. The pass to Kennard. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he slams it one-handed.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Here's Rose. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Very aggressive Derrick Rose. So efficient on how he attacks the hoop.
1:11 left here in the second. Pass to Washington. The tray. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Washington's got 7 now in this quarter.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
He's in a beautiful rhythm. Right now, he's knocking down shots, and he has that scorer's mindset.
Here's Bacon. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Mikhailuk is checked in, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Rose.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
Rozier, the pass to Bacon. The kick out to Rozier. Charlotte moving the ball around. Batum, good.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Snell, the pass to Wood. Over Zeller. Griffin, great positioning on the putback.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint. Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Snell. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the... And...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
We've got Bismack Biyombo, Washington out there with Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Graham in its shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
Griffin down low. Knocks it loose.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
No good on that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Washington passes to Graham. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Henson's checked in for Detroit. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Washington passes to Rozier. Pass to Washington. Over Henson. Washington, that's good. Washington's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte. Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy to get to 70?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the three ball and gets to the free throw line, he's one. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
Passes it to Wood. He kicks to Henson. Here's Snell. Lets it go with the three. Graham with the rebound.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
And that one, good. And it's 13 points for Miles Bridges.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Kennard. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5. This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. Yeah, easy call.
The Pistons shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one and dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25, just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
There's 1:54 left in the third. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. And Detroit with a change here, too. Mikhailuk is checked in.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Graham kicks to Bridges. The pass to Bacon. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Hornets leading by 11. Here's Graham. Pass to Zeller. And yes, it's good. Zeller's got 6 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Mikhailuk passes to Brown. Pass to McRae from outside the arc. Detroit, no good that time either. The Hornets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. The jump hook, again, the Hornets score.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so Brown will bring it up for Detroit. 15-point game. Got that one up quick. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And here's Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
A nice shot by Mikhailuk. He's got 6. Hornets leading by 13. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Batum passes to Bridges. Tipped away. The dish now to Zeller. Here's Graham. Off target from 3-point range.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And it's Zeller atop the key. With 1 on the clock, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Charlotte. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them And what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Pistons, Wood out there with Griffin. And it's Rose, and it's Mikhailuk in at the three, the small forward. The free throw drops for Griffin. And Smitty, Blake Griffin stepping up his game in every way since joining the Detroit Pistons.
Kevin, last season was a career year in scoring, and he's doing so much on the floor. Rebounding and passing are a big part of his game now, and he's leading the way for this team in a lot of ways.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Here's Galloway. Pass to Wood. Here's Mikhailuk. He's covered by Zeller. Pistons keep it alive.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Rozier kicks to Graham. Shoots the three. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 6 assists in the game.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first three of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Got a piece of it. Hit his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. And the Pistons making a change here. Kennard's checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Kicks it to Galloway. 6 to shoot. Back to Kennard. The three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Washington's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the pass to Zeller. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Wood.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Bacon gets the bucket.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
There's Galloway. Graham defending. A three-pointer is right on target.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Pass to Bacon. Griffin with it. And Zeller picks him up defensively. Outside Griffin. Pass to Galloway. Here's Kennard. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Zeller's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Bridges, he's checked in for Bacon. And a switcher also for Detroit. Tony Snell's checked in for Langston Galloway. Washington passes to Graham. And the Hornets miss again. Pistons trail by 10. Swiped it away. And here we go. It's tipped. Here's Kennard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And here we go. Griffin heading to the hoop.
Blake got out and ran in transition, made it look so easy.
Charlotte leading by 6. Passes it to Zeller. Here's Washington. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Griffin's shot is off. Charlotte's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. A nice shot by Zeller.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Back to Snell. Outside Rose. The pass to Wood. 1:21 left to play in the final quarter. Rozier with the steal. To the inside. Graham with the bucket. And it's a 10-point Hornets lead.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Here's Griffin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The former 5-star recruit, first overall pick in the draft. Griffin's been slowed down only by injuries.
And the Hornets making a change here. Biombo's checked in.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Klopp's in the layup for 2. And the Hornets lead by 11.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Detroit, no good that time either.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Kennard's shot is off.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
From deep. But they get it back. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
body fluid, and goaltend. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
the Euro, the, hop dunk, the Euro dunk. I know they're not doing that, but it would be nice to see.
Now, you started an amazing group, Ball Like Her. Talk more about that.
Yes, Ball Like Her is basically a safe place for all women gamers from all walks of life. Women supporting women, empowering women to do, streaming, create content without a fear of, oh, you're a girl, you can't play video games, or go get in the kitchen.
Well, it's important to look your best on the road, and that's not... And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Brown out there with Napier, and it's Bonga in at the 3. And for the Hornets, Washington out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bridges, and it's Graham in at the 2. And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. The 3 from Bryant. Bonga. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Here's the Hornets with the ball. Rozier looking around. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Napier. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New York.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game. Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Graham, the pass to Washington. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Bryant. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the paint, here's Hachimura. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely. So it's the Wizards now. After the basket by Charlotte. 3-pointer. And it's Napier missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And he comes up with the deuce. Washington's got his second bucket tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
It's stolen by Brown. Wizards passing it around. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now let's see which rookies have been leading the freshman class in steals since the All-Star break. Well, you look at Hachimura, 5th in the NBA, very crafty player.
His steal rate in the second half of the season shows that he's figuring out the league, so they better learn to look out for him.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
Well, showing off that athleticism is Bismack Biyombo. That's an easy one.
Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Inside. Here's Bonga. Just 5 on the clock. Napier kicks to Brown. From deep. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop them, and that's never an easy task.
Good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Wizards trail by 8. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Some changes for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Bridges, and it's Batum in for Rozier. 1:52 left here in the opening quarter. Washington passes to Graham, and the Hornets miss again.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
For Washington, D.C. basketball, they have one title to their name, the champs back in '78.
What a run that was for that team led by the great Wes Unseld. But boy, in the 40 years since that title, my goodness, fans of this franchise have waited so patiently for that return to greatness. When will it come?
1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Robinson goes in, stolen.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Smith. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Wagner passes to Mahinmi. And Mahinmi with the stuff.
That's how it's done, my man. Ian Mahinmi attacks the rim. No one gets in his way.
Here's Graham. Excellent defense there from Smith.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Bacon, covered by Smith. Offline with his three.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
The Wizards have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
I'll tell you, the big man from France, Ian Mahinmi, had to fight through a number of injuries to get to this point, but he's the kind of battler every team is looking for.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now Smith. With 4 seconds on the clock, and that's 2 points on the layup. Smith's got his second bucket.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hornets ahead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Mahinmi is out there with Wagner. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Ish Smith. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. Here's Mahinmi. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Graham surveying the floor. It's stolen by Mahinmi. In transition, here come the Wizards. Here's Robinson. That shot, no good. Great tee that time from Batum. Up top, Graham. Guarded by Mahinmi. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got 4 this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lets it go from the wing, and Bacon pulls it down.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And there's Bridges on the assist by Zeller.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Smith the pass to Robinson. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Wagner from 13 feet. It goes down.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay. And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Now the pass to Smith. Back to Robinson. Smith outside. Fires for three. Keeps it alive.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Hornets leading by 5. On the wing, Batum. Now here's Zeller. D right on him. Over Wagner. And that one clearly a foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so Zeller nails both of them. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in, and a change for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Wagner. Here's Mahimi. And that one drops for him. Mahimi's got 5 points so far.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Washington, the shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Washington. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds. And, of course, Charlotte right behind them, just one spot down.
And I think for the Hornets, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Charlotte leading by 5. Kicks to Biyombo over Mahimi. And he overshot that one, missing. The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the Knicks. Rozier the pass to Biyombo. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got his 3rd assist on the night. Wizards trail by 6.
Pick up the pace, get the 2 for 1 here.
Well, you want efficiency and quality shots in this situation.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Rozier after the basket by Washington, and the shot is good.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, Greg, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Bonga, no good. Here's Bacon, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow! And that concludes the first half. Hornets lead by 8.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They were in the draw. And that'll about do it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And Washington has possession. Trailing here by 8. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Terry Rozier. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then it's Bridges, and it's Graham in at the 2-guard spot.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
All sorts of time. The putback. The Hornets pull it in. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the layup falls. Rozier's got 6. And Zo Napier will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 7-point differential. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And he has got such good touch from that medium range area. It's an option they can always go to.
Here's Bonga. Shoots over Bridges. Again, the Wizards good for 2. Hornets leading by 3. Passes it to Washington. Bridges shot. Good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
It's Brown with the drive. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Washington. Shot clock at 6. And it's Napier missing. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Bridges dishes to Graham. No good there. Some solid defense from Brown. Wizards trail by 5. Here's Hachimura. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Biyombo, the pass to Washington. To the wing on the left. Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded closer. Biyombo. Rebound, Washington. Bryant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brown down low. Graham defending.
Well, Biyombo's calling card, right? A terrific shot blocker. Boy, put it in his vicinity. He's sending it back.
And it's in there. Graham's got his second basket of the game.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think, Greg, this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
And with the 6'8" arm span, Terry Rozier Doris plays a lot bigger than his 6'1" height.
Kevin, there is no doubt this is one of the outstanding rebounders from the guard position. He is an excellent defensive player. Scary Terry can hurt you on both ends of the floor.
And the Wizards with possession, following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Brown. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For Washington, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And the first one at the line is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That'll be his second foul of the game. Charlotte leading by 6. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Batum dishes to Zeller. Down low, Washington, and the layup's good off the glass. Washington's got 10 points in the game.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
It's picked off. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 10.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Wizards have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Brown kicks to Smith. Brown the pass to Smith. Robinson left side. Clock at 6. Pass to Hachimura. Over Washington. No good off the back of the rim. Hornets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Pasechnik's checked in for Washington. He's off on the second. Inside. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Hachimura.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Now, here's Rozier. 8 points for him.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Smith the pass to Hachimura. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Washington. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Taking a look at the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ish Smith is out there with Robinson. And it's Brown in at the small forward. Of course, you've seen a lot of these big men come and go in this league. Who would you say right now is the most complete big man in the NBA?
Well, 2 guys come to my mind immediately, and that's Joel Embiid, who I think probably could be more efficient with his three-point shooting, but is still enough of a threat that you have to guard him out there. They enter the ball through him in the post, and he can be a dominant scorer. He can also put it on the deck. And then Anthony Davis, who you could say all of those attributes that Joel Embiid has, the Brow has as well. Those are 2 of the most complete, dominant two-way big men in today's game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And it's Washington missing. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 11. Brown wide open. He fires. He can't get that one to fall. And the Hornets now going the other way. The pass to Rozier. Feeds it to Zeller. Unloads from 9. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Bryant. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Graham the pass to Washington. And it's good, 2 points. And the Hornets lead by 15.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Robinson finds Smith. Robinson drives in, and the layup is good.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Graham the pass to Rozier. Here's Bacon. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Bacon. Then for the Wizards, Bogus checked in, and it's Napier in for Ish Smith. Wizards trail by 13. Napier passes to Hachimura. In the corner, it's Robinson. Ryan against Zeller. Now here's Bryant. Defense is right there. Off target with his 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Zeller. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Now, here is Robinson. Here's Napier. And another miss by Washington. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bridges passes to Zeller. Back to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hornets.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Cody Zeller.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
So both teams changing it up here. Wizards trail by 18. Smith the pass to Schofield. From outside off the mark. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And Zeller kicks to Martin. Goes up with it. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question, GA. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
To the inside. Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Utah passes to Besekniks. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Passes it to Martin. Here's Zeller. It's in.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant show.